I was 18 and I was working part-time. I had a full-time job, but I also worked part-time at a department store in Ottawa. And there was a clinic going on in the mall, blood clinic. And I'd walk by and I said, nah, no way, I don't want a needle in my arm, right? And I kept walking by, and finally they were getting ready to close, and I said, you know what? Let's go for it, Carter. People need angels. And out of this whole thing, I have become a bit of an angel. And one of the things that I remember is my 5-year-old brother was hit on the highway, and he tried to run across the highway in St. Catharines, QEW. And he lived for 3 days unconscious, and he had been given blood donations. And he passed, you know. And so I was about 11 at the time. And I started to see more and more the need. My wife died of cancer. I know that cancer patients get blood. And I'm also very competitive. I've coached hockey. I've played, sports. My 17-year-old grandson, for 10 years, I was coaching him in his sports. And as the numbers start going, it was like, I can't let go of this one. I was like, oh yeah, here it goes. I'm up to 100. Oh, I'm up to 150. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to keep going with this. And part of that is my ego, but part of it is we need blood donors. I mean, 4% of eligible Canadians give blood. Well, I can't donate financially. What can I do to make a difference? And this is one of the ways I can make a difference. It's like, takes me 2 hours, maybe max, to give blood. And I know that from what I've managed to read all during the time I've been donating is somewhere between 3 and 4 people are affected directly by one of my donations or one of somebody else's. So through my life so far, I've been directly responsible for helping close to 1,000 people, directly. 250. 250, if like I said before, that's close to 1,000 people that have got Carter Brown's blood flowing through their system. I mean, maybe they've gotten rid of some of it already, but yeah, on June the 20th at the Columbus Center here in Cobourg, I invite as many of you who are watching this to be there, and not just for this day, but for, commit to doing it twice a year or 3 times a year and up to 6 times like me. I feel much better afterwards, not only physically, right, but there's a psychological thing that happens, like, whew, I come out of there and, I know that I'm getting up higher in the numbers. I sit down at the table afterwards and there's other people around, and I pull my card out and I put it on the table and people are like, wow, you've given that many times. And I'll say, how many times do you give? Oh, I don't know, I've only given 25 or 30. I say, hey, great, we need you all. And I'm RHA positive. It's not a very rare blood thing, but it's all rare. There's somebody out there that needs my type of blood. They need your type of blood. I've got a big heart. It's one of the things I think I've learned is that we need people in our lives who are willing to step forward and say, you know what? Even those people who haven't had tragedy in their lives, it's like, oh my God, I could make someone else's life that much bigger and much better.